Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Chill Stream with a camera that fucks up. So good for today. Today I'm gonna be half zombified. Hey Anzo. Today we are fighting the zombies. The sound is really strong. It's always at the beginning the master of the music is really strong. Yeah, apply that. So, Infection Free Zone, very interesting game. Very interesting indie game. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Hey, Stott, long time no see. Happy to see you, man. How are you doing? I am a half visible and half zombified bearman. I have a hole in my head. Anyway, now my camera is fucking up a little bit because my window is open, so there is too much light coming in. That's why. Uh, as the light will go, I think the problem will go as well. Anyway, Infections Free Zone. So for those who do not know the game, this is a very interesting game. Why? Because oh, for fuck's sake, camera, just stop, just fucking focus. Anyway, interesting game. Why? Because this is a zombie, post-apocalyptic zombie, where you have to build up a infection-free zone, a base, basically. Interesting that the game sends me to South Korea. Why not? I think they opened up a little bit more on the map. We are here today to actually check on all the developments that's been made, because the developers are really active on this game, and that's really cool. So I was in Vietnam not long ago to visit, so I'm thinking, hey, how about, plus now it apparently recognizes the country. Does it recognize the country? So why not going to Vietnam? We haven't tried anything there. Quang Nai. Da Nang. We could do Da Nang. Da Nang is a nice place with a very nice beach. Look at the beach of Da Nang. It's completely crazy. It's like an enormous area. It's actually very nice. If you've never been to Vietnam, I would suggest go to Vietnam. And you can do Da Nang, and Da Nang Beach is a very nice touristic area. Otherwise, if you want to visit more like what the Vietnam is about, I would say, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of something for the camera. Go to the bigger cities. So I'm just going to reduce the chroma a little bit, alright? You're gonna have a little bit of shit around. The thing is, I don't know exactly what's the color it sees. It sees something very gray. So maybe I can change the color for something a little bit more gray. Yeah. There we go. Now that seems better already. Ah, no, it still does the problem a little bit. Well, that's the light, okay? The light is fucking up with the camera. Anyway, so we have real cities, like real Google Map city maps and stuff. And we choose an area of one of those maps, basically, and that's gonna be our map. That's gonna be the area on which we are playing. Okay, what the actually... This is so strange. Sometimes the camera is doing the chroma really good, and sometimes it does it really bad. And apparently it doesn't like if I just face the camera like that. So yeah. Need to find the right focus. The right amount of light. No, it's not gonna do it. Can I up maybe that light here? Is it gonna make it better? Not really, huh? No. It just doesn't know what to do with the light. That's exactly what's happening here. The camera doesn't know what to do with the light. Anyway. Da Nang. Let's go. Let's see what you have for us. All building 28,000. Seems like a lot. Da Nang City is a very populated, despite being a absolutely touristic area. Yeah, he looked like a zombie with these holes, exactly. That's gonna be the theme of the day. Okay. Um, Now, when we want to set up a map, having a lot of population or a lot of habitation is okay, interesting. So as you can see, this really looks like Google Map, right? Um, it's interesting because you can find a lot of resources. However, to set up an area to protect is really hard. So I'm thinking, what about we find an area that has a lot of those resources around, 18,800, that's still a lot, but it's not as much. Vehicle 7 to 10, I like that. Oh, it considers it very easy. It considers this one to be very easy. All of those are considered very easy. Why? Because there is a lot of resource. That's not very easy if I place it here. Are you kidding me? That's medium. This is supposedly medium. No, that's ridiculous. Those are non-playable. So either it's medium or it's very easy. That's kind of dumb. No, that's not true. It is not true. It's not very easy. It's not a very easy game. I'm gonna take this tile here. We have a lot to visit around here. We have a little bit of space, which means we will be able to do some farming and other things like that. One above, maybe? Do you think one above could be interesting? That's a lot of building on the map. 9 to 10 vehicles, expedition 69. We won't have expedition in the north, but we will have a nice amount of expedition in the other sides. It will be a big map. You will see. It's not enormous, but it is actually okay good. This map has over 20,000 buildings. Game performance may be unacceptable. We strongly recommend you to choose another map. Oh, serious? You still... Oh boy, they still have not optimized that. I already sent them a feedback saying if you have over 20,000 buildings and that creates a performance issue because you have to basically, generate all of this, just have the computer generate half, It's like, how hard is it? Let's go for this one. That's alright. Story event, illness event, terrain elevation. Oh, so this is new. Terrain elevation. Experimental feature may cause undesirable behavior, errors, and crashes. Use with caution and patience. Enable terrain elevation. Things such as hill, valleys, and riverbank will be visible and will provide extra range and defense. Bridges and viaduct 3D models will be generated. As the map data is incomplete for various regions, many structures might not be displayed correctly with terrain elevation enabled. Alright, that's not a problem. We are going to go with hard, few people, few resources, lots of hordes. That doesn't seem to change anything. So we're gonna keep the horde quantity. Few people, few resources. Let's make the game very hard. Because otherwise it's not fun. I say that, I'm just gonna die like an idiot, but that's fine. Let's go. Arrgh. Arrgh. So as you can see, you generate building mesh. For the first time you play a map, so the game needs to create the map for your computer. I have a pretty strong computer, so that's going pretty fast. I can see how someone with a computer a little bit more like a little older or with like less graphics or whatever would spend a bit more time validating this, okay? Not a big deal. I love that game because the idea of being able to generate a map that's actually based Google Earth based is really really cool. You don't have a lot of games that's been like that, especially in the post-apocalyptic segment, Okay, we are almost there. The loading is also not extremely long. You can't hear the game for some reason, and you know what? You are actually right. The desktop audio is not passing. Okay, that is very, very strange. You are right. I do not see the desktop audio passing as well. Why would that be possible? How about now? Can I make a test of sorts? I am not seeing much. What just happened? That the desktop audio is not passing anymore. Speakers? No. What the hell? Huh, there is no sound of the game. Why? We had no trouble yesterday. Does it come from the game? Why is it not passing in OBS? Desktop audio, it's definitely there. Advanced audio property. I don't see anything in particular. Yesterday you had no trouble hearing me for Tarkov. The input, no trouble. Speaker on A1, headphone on A2. This is very strange. I could send the aux input. Still not receiving anything. That's very, very strange. Okay, let me restart the stream just in case. I am not sure at all why that would do that. Very strange. Okay, I'm gonna